Welcome back to another episode of Around Town. I'm your host, Sarah Olson, and today joining me, I'm very excited to introduce Stephen Hudson with AI Ready Veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We just unpacked a lot before the cameras rolled, and so, like I just said, we're going to share it all again. Tell us about AI Ready Veteran, but first, I want to talk about you and your background. You're a veteran. You're a professor.
Mm-hmm.
You are an author, as we're going to get into, but tell us how AI Ready Veteran came about and why.
Okay, I thank you, and thank you for having me. Really, it came about. I was in the military for 20 years, and then I was in the corporate world. I've been out for 20 years. I retired in 2005.
Okay, thank you for your service, of course.
Thank you. And so in the 20 years I've been out, I've had experience in the executive world and then in corporate world.
Yeah.
And then also I started my own company 10 years ago, and so I've been doing that as well. And so when generative AI came out, I've been in computers for about 40 years.
Yeah.
I started in computers at the beginning of my career in the military.
Okay.
And so we saw the ability for AI to help veterans that are military active duty when they're transitioning out of the military into the civilian world.
Okay.
They can use these AI tools.
Yeah.
And that's what AI Veteran is.
Okay.
AI Ready Veteran is a platform of AI-driven tools to help them with that transition into the civilian world. So you
easily found a niche and a need for veterans getting out of military service, getting into the workforce, and how to build a platform that is easy for them to understand. And almost like a language barrier.
It is. It translates. I mean, that's one thing that's wonderful about generative AI these days, like ChatGPT and Gemini. And so, there's a lot of different ones are coming out now. But it's very good at translating what these military members did in the military into civilian terminology. And that's really, when I got out 20 years ago, that was very difficult for me to create a resume that said what I did, or even understand what kind of career I'd go into,
and
I'd be qualified for.
Yeah, on the flip side, human resources people reading resumes have to understand. I mean, it's like a language barrier on both sides.
It is a language. You're exactly right.
You're creating workshops?
Yes.
Okay.
I created it's based on, I wrote a mission-driven series is the name, a series of books that I wrote. The first one addressed the issue of how hiring how hiring managers could attract talent. But the mission-driven culture is where we built a workshop around.
Okay.
And it's designed to help companies, HR departments, and other companies understand how to create a culture where veterans feel welcome, and also how to supervise veterans, because they come from a different military culture. It's very different from the civilian world. And mission-driven culture it was a book originally about how to bridge that gap, and now we've created a workshop. For that.
That's fantastic. And so, if you don't mind, can you walk us through the three different? And I know the whole show is not about this wonderful book that you can purchase, but it's a system.
It is. It is. It began with the first book in the series, Mission-Driven Hiring. It's just to help recruiters, civilian recruiters, because a lot of them never served in the military, and so it's
so they have a disconnect on that side.
It gives them a chance, and it's using AI. The book is about how to use AI to attract military talent, and then again the mission-driven culture is to help supervisors and managers and leadership in the corporate world understand where the veteran's coming from. Because there's a survey done by Syracuse University that almost 45% of veterans leave their first place of employment after the first year.
Oh, wow.
And it's because of that
There's a disconnect.
They're trying to understand the civilian culture, and the civilian culture is trying to understand them. And so what this book is an attempt at kind of translating, being a translator, because I've had a lot of experience on both sides of the aisle. So, and then the mission-driven leadership was the last book in the series, and it's based on basically, if the leadership at the top
Mm-hmm.
doesn't support and
Right.
And embrace a culture
Mm-hmm.
that embraces the military,
It won't trickle
starts from
down.
the top.
Right. It won't trickle down.
The leadership starts from the top in creating a mission, veteran friendly environment.
Okay.
And so that's what the last book.
Okay.
In the
So
series
the workshops are going into the
Yes, ma'am.
companies,
Right.
and getting them on
Right.
board
Right.
for good hires.
Right.
For good
And
hires.
that's right.
So the nonprofit. So
Yes.
so tell us about the nonprofit. Is your baby?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's kind of the part of as far as the whole ecosystem.
Yeah,
the
it starts
nonprofit
right
is
there.
where is the main thing, and
Mhm.
proceeds from these some of the things that we're doing with the mission-driven ecosystem are going to support the nonprofit as well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so it's the tools address many different things, and it's free, 100% free.
Right.
But it's not just active duty; it's for veterans that have been
Okay.
out for a while. It's for families.
Yeah.
There's tools in there that helps the family.
Okay.
And in the mental health aspect, we have a neuropsychologist on our board of directors
Okay.
that has helped build that out. And because it's a big transition, not just for the military member, but the whole family when they're transitioning out. So
who is doing the workshops? Who's responsible for that? Is that you? You've got a team? That's just you.
Well,
wow.
Well, I lead them.
You lead.
Right,
You lead the team. Yeah. And right before we close up, Embry Riddle. So I just want to.
Great school.
I just want to know. He's like an astronaut.
No, I'm not. No,
but you do teach smart things. You're a professor of
aeronautical sciences.
Yeah.
I teach aeronautical science, and I teach unmanned aircraft systems about drones.
That's fantastic.
And stuff like that. It keeps me in the classroom.
It keeps you in the classroom,
I
and
enjoy
then
teaching.
And it just this is mission driven, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
right.
mission driven.
It's all mission driven.
Yeah. Where can people find AI Ready?
AI Ready Veteran, our nonprofit, it's just AIReadyVeteran.org.
Okay.
Is the nonprofit's website, and the Mission Driven series can be found on Amazon.
Okay.
It's available on Amazon.
And for all you corporate HR leaders who need to have this in your office, in your workplace, where should they find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Stephen K. Hudson is a good way you can send me a message there, or it's shudson@AIReadyVeteran.org.
Okay.
Is my direct email.
And
I'd be happy to talk to anybody.
That one's easy to remember, you all. But if you can't remember that, you can go to hgtvjax.com. Stephen, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thanks for watching.